Good morning, everyone. It's a beautiful Saturday morning here at the side of the river at Chinchilla Free Camping Site. And last night I have trouble sleeping because something is bothering me. I've been touring Australia in search for a property that we can buy at a reasonable price. And that search took me from Victoria to Queensland. And in doing that, I normally traveled the back way, those outback roads and countryways, they call it, and also to give me an idea of how the country life, look like. And what shocked me was the reality of discovering that, yeah, some people are living in a condition similar to a third world country. So I had a chat with one of the locals, and I said, "Oh, I'm actually looking for a property to buy in that town." And he said, "Why would you want to live there? People who live there are people from very low socioeconomic background. Why would you want to live there?" And I was speechless. And thinking about it last night, if we all have a reasoning like that, because me also made me think that, yeah, why would I want to live there though? There's nothing there, there's no work, and there's nothing. But I'm thinking, but if we all think like that, then we're turning our back to these people. I mean, they are Australians too. So, and others will say, oh, they go there to hide, or they go there because they don't really want to work. But the thing is, probably those people go over there because that is where they can buy a cheap land or a land reasonably priced. Because I'm pretty sure most of the people wanted to have something to call their own, they can call their home. So, in prices of land and housing in big cities or in big towns are pretty high. And if you're earning a minimum wage or something and you're still renting, you can't really save enough money to buy your own new house or in a big town. So you try and go to that area where you can get something for what you have. And so probably that lead them, like similar to me, like I'm going places because the land is cheap. But it doesn't mean we don't really want to work. It doesn't mean like that. Like we're just looking for something that we can call our own. And yeah, that's just a reality that I find out, that it's Australia. And there are people, and not only a few, there's quite a lot. And it's not only in one area. I've been to different areas to look for a property, and there's a few people, not a few, but a few hundred, or people living in a condition similar to a third world. I mean, I come from the Philippines and I live in a squatters area, and people who live there are actually very nice people. So, I mean, what's the difference? This is Australia. A lot of people are dying to come here, or will do everything to be able to live here. But some Australians are actually living like a third world country. So, what are we gonna do about it? I don't know. But others will say, oh, most of these people live in a pension or live in Centrelink and all that. Okay, so some of the areas the problem is water. And when I look at their properties, not many of them have proper big tanks. You know, they only have this small tanks like 1,000 liter, because probably that's what their money, that's what they can afford. And you know, you only get what you can afford. So since most of these people are on Centrelink anyway, why don't the government made an agreement or make a deal with some water tank supplier to provide these people with big water tanks and deduct the payment through their pension, like in a fortnightly you deduct 50 or whatever the deal that, you know, they they can afford. Yeah.